This is Sea Turtle port hull walkthrough, starting at the electrical switchboard. As you can see, we have a VHF, a propane leak detection system, and a West Marine stereo with a CD player built in. It's back here. Also, you'll see, as Sarah mentioned before, the little 12-volt cooler. And under that is the Mermaid air conditioning system. We have used it very little. We started using it when we got down to Norfolk on our way to Florida, and we only ever used it at night when we pulled into marinas and were trying to sleep. Next to the AC unit, you can see there's a screen here for the head, as well as a chart pack. That's typically where we keep our chart packs because it's nice flat storage. So now we're going to go down and into the aft cabin. Very similar, pretty much exactly the same as what Sarah talked about on the starboard side. The only difference is underneath is where Gemini put all the plumbing and a lot of the piping and hoses for the various systems. It is tight in here, but the plywood will come out, and you can, once you get it out, it's very accessible. That is a three-way valve that I just replaced for choosing either the port or starboard water tank. And that pretty much covers this space. And I'm going to turn, and we're going to go now to where the electrical switches for the batteries are kept, and they're down here. You can see both the engine and the house are switched on, as well as that is one of the two AGM batteries. Coming up, that right there is our bus heater, and that really rocks. It's great when it gets cold up here in the fall, or if it's a foggy day and we're motoring. It runs off the hot water loop for the cooling system of the engine, and we use it quite a lot for drying out clothes or just generally drying out the boat. That right there is the battery monitor, and that right there is the control panel for the 2,000 watts inverter charger, which we're going to look at next because it's kept down here. And as you can see, that's the inverter, and that is the HQST solar controller unit. Panning around, you can see that's our file folder for anything specific to the boat, as well as the other AGM battery. I'm going to back up here a second and just quickly show you our chart table, which we use as kind of a desk storage area for important documents. Moving along, you can take out this little piece of wood here and take a look when you're sailing and you need to put down the port board. You can observe the rope and the clutch and everything else that's in there to make sure that nothing's tangled up and it's moving up and down freely. And right next to that is a little storage space where we keep all our emergency things, flares, an extra GPS, a little horn, as well as our winch handles. Turning a little bit from that, you can see that this is the bilge manifold, if you will. It allows you to select where your suction is going to come from. It can either be the shower or port or starboard bilges, and then directed to the pump. Turning a little bit more, this is where I keep all my tools and spare parts and anything I might need when we're out sailing and we have something that needs to be fixed or looked at. Also, the previous owner added this, and it's quite good. it's a little library area, and we keep, various books and things in there for reading and games at night to pass the time. There is some rope work that Sarah did on one of the stiffeners for the rigging, and here you can see is the Oceanair system that was mentioned previously. There's a screen, and there is the blind. Previous owner did that, and it's really quite nice. Going into the head, what you can see right there is the Airhead. We've been very happy with it. Pretty simple and straightforward. When I put it in, I kept all the plumbing for a regular raw water head. So if somebody wishes to convert it back to the way it was, it would not be difficult to do. This is the shower. And as you can see, I'll try to back up a little bit. There is this panel that will swing and create a totally enclosed shower area, so you're not getting water all over your head. It's a pretty decent little shower. Hot and cold water, pretty much the norm. And there is the medicine cabinet, if you will, storage area. And here's another little storage area right there. And if you look, that black box is the controller / junction box for the anchor windlass.